Constitution asserts that all men are created equal, but through systems and structures that have procedures that disadvantage African Americans and deprive our brothers and sisters of their right to be, equality will always remain a contentious issue, because it's in a culture lacking in compassion and understanding that equality for the sake of itself can marginalize in its own way. Sometimes the problem lies not in white police seeing black people as unequal, but in seeing their state of inequality as the equal and right state for black people to be in the first place. And it's through this view that I found Cops and Robbers to be as compelling as it was. Timothy Hill Ware's voice breaks with rage and despair as he laments the end of a time where children would be judged by the strength of their character and not by the color of their skin. For a fleeting moment, the animation displays a youthful color that brings us into the space where children were safe and the world was right. But then reality hits, the animation shifts, and reality invades our children's realm of escape. The visual imagery becomes the lens through which the dark truths of the world are conveyed, where faceless men behind helmets and armor line the streets with cruel intentions, where the KKK loom outside our children's windows, where shots are fired and bullets clatter, only allowing us to breathe when we see Timothy's face in the real world, conveying that there is no longer a place to hide or to escape, and that we're trapped in a sad reality. Though it may feel like the despair of Black America is lamented by one voice, the diversity of visual messaging and art styles conveys how one voice can speak for an entire race of people unable to express their pain. But that voice is accompanied by a team of artistic collaborators creating a chorus of raw emotion that can only be created if you go through it, bolstering its critical message about racial inequality and injustice. The threat to liberty to Black people is palpable, and the seams of ignorance are visible. It brings to question the authenticity of the law and its systems. The law, by its very nature, enforces social and governmental institutions to regulate the behavior of individuals. But what about the behavior of the lawgivers? Who enforces the law on governmental institutions if the institutions themselves are the ones creating the need to enforce in the first place? The short displays a raw vulnerability that solidifies and amplifies the message, juxtaposed with Brittany Howard's "Soon I Will Be Done," which hammers down the walls around each person's heart and asks you to choose compassion over ignorance. Police brutality is nothing new, but now we're seeing beyond the veil, and we're watching executions happen on television and on social media, and watching even more as the executor walks away like it was just another Tuesday. But it's not. We've entered a whole new decade, and it feels like the sun is yet to set on this one terrible day, like we can't escape. Because even though time hasn't stood still, and because we've felt every second, every moment, and every crushing blow, it's still been one long Tuesday. Thank you for watching.